All right, so welcome back to the Grow Family Network. Today, what I wanted to do was I wanted to kind of give an honest look at. Sometimes when we do these videos, you kind of see what we want you to see, right? You kind of see what people want you to see. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to kind of give a broader look at the high tunnel, not in its best or not in its worst, just how it is. And because I did that because I wanted to actually kind of focus this video on, we get comments about a lot of people saying I'm about to start, or I need a couple of more things to start, or I'm going to start in the fall, or next year I'm really going to be ready. And the God to honest truth is you'll never ever be ready to actually start gardening until you start gardening. I wanted to show you when we first envisioned this high tunnel, I'm gonna tell you, we had a great grand scheme. We took all the soil out. We were supposed to, actually, I was able to bring my own soil in, my own dirt in, but then the aisles was supposed to be all wood chips. And we had it all planned out. And we was able to get this first part of the high tunnel. If you go back to some of our first high tunnel videos, we were able to get that first one, this first little 15%, totally perfect how we wanted it. But we was never able to finish coming down. As you can see, how you go from seeing the mulch to seeing just the black plastic down there. May look really bad aesthetically to us, is not pleasing, but I know that we just gotta keep gardening, because as time goes on, we're gonna eventually get everything that we really want or we envision to. But to just go ahead and start, when you look at the garden or the plants, and you can look at these plants, we're what, it's July now?
Yes, July the 9th.
And I'll promise you, the soil isn't where we want it at. It doesn't have the right balance of fertilizer that we want, even though we're going all organic. But what I like about having land and having the ability to just put something in the ground is, if you look at these plants, you'll say, well, it's not producing much. The tomatoes, this variety of tomatoes, are actually kind of small. Actually been getting a lot of rain, which is causing them to look really bad, starting to split. Got a little pest damage under here. But we do have some sort of produce. And that's the thing about being a beginner gardener, is when you look online and you see so many people with these nice sized tomatoes and nice sized produce. Just twist it off, go ahead. And you think to yourself, when all you're growing is some small ones this size, and it's just because you got the vision, but you don't have, I'll cut it for you. You don't have everything you need. And that's the idea behind us showing you our garden from start to finish. As I said when we first started vlogging, I didn't just want to up 10 years from now, when the high tunnel is gorgeous and when the yard is gorgeous and everything has been established perfectly, then I come in and start showing you how the yard looks, and you haven't seen the progress or the process. It's gonna stick you, okay? Let's wait till we get down there. I'll let you pick some down there. And that's where the action actually is just knowing that
It's wet.
yeah, it's so wet. And that's because we don't have the wood chips lining like we wanted to get lined. Come get these over here. Get those over there. And basically, what I wanted to start by saying, because I kind of start getting off task, is start anyway. You'll never, ever, let's work our way on down. Just watch your hands.
Pick some eggplants too.
You'll never, ever get to the point to where you want to be. And even sometimes when you even sometimes when you get to the point where you want to be, what happens is you get these crazy rains. Like it rained for a whole week last week. So now you're coming in the high tunnel and you're seeing all of this. We're gonna have to actually take all of this stuff out. Not these eggplants, but we'll have to eventually start taking out these damaged tomatoes. Work our way on down. And though they look, I mean, they don't aesthetically, it doesn't look perfect. It doesn't look the best, but this is produce. This is produce that I know is nothing chemical has been sprayed on it. Now the animals have been all over them, right? The bugs have been all over them. So each is on that one, but a good washing. But you can see we're getting infestation on basically a lot of our plants, and more so than anything is because we haven't been able to really get back here and really get into cleaning and doing the work that we're supposed to be doing. And it's just because the weather just hasn't cooperated. Watch the ants, okay?
What's your hand, boo?
You get that one.
Ants on the
Shake
ground.
it off. Look at all those ants. Yeah. Don't let them bite you. Just throw it in there. Daddy'll pick it up. Come on.
Darling.
So ants are everywhere. And the ants are actually running up into all of these plants more so because of the rain.
And the
They're trying
aphids,
to-
too.
Yeah, they're trying to get up here, eat on some of these bugs, using these bugs to make that secretion, that sugar for them. So, but we're gonna wash that off. Get some more, get a few more. So are you ever actually ready? Huh?
Wow.
Are you ever, look at that splitting, so much rain, so much rain. Are you ever actually ready to start gardening? That's the biggest question you could ask yourself. And I'm telling you the answer is you're never ready to start until you start. Until you start just putting plants in the ground. Like, it doesn't matter if you got fertilizer, if you got bone meal, blood meal, don't matter, because a lot of this stuff back here we really don't have. Huh? You got all that? We really don't have the right amount of fertilizer in this stuff, but we plant it anyway. Let's step over here. Let's go over here. So we gotta watch our step.
Yo, look at this.
Yeah. That's Belle's babies.
My
Always stays good.
favorite.
That's been what? We've been
Like
had that in
3,
here since the first year we got our high tunnel. So that's going
Look at the
on.
rabbits menu.
Yeah. They're back here somewhere. You can see them. So once we cut this grass, we might run them on off. But even though they're back here, the rabbits haven't actually started going in crazy, eating our food that we can find
Yep.
as of yet.
Nope.
But they're everywhere. Oh, look at that.
Wow.
Almost missed it. Almost missed it. I got it.
That's good. With omelette.
Ooh. Look at that. Ew. Dirt. Still producing. That's that succession planting. This is one of the last ones we planted, and now it's still producing. Not a lot, but one here and there. That's all. Always go for that color though. Whenever you're gardening, always go for you some. I think that's the beauty of gardening, being able to get some color in your garden. So a lot of stuff that I think I'm gonna actually end up pulling those old pepper plants out. Like I said, they've been about 2 years or more, going on 3 years. Papaya has actually just started. It looked like the wind kind of blew it over a little
Flower. See some flower.
bit. Yeah, look at that. Gonna get us some papayas.
This is a dwarf papaya.
So, and another one, same thing. Gonna have to just wash them off. Seeing a lot of little insects all over them. And she doesn't have a clue what we're talking about with insects. Go ahead and pull it. So you just gotta watch them. There you go. There you go. She can't hurt that plant because they've already hurt it. Like I said, sometimes, let's get these, Ari.
Wow, look at that big one.
Sometimes you just get, go ahead and pull them off for daddy.
Twist
You
it.
got it. You got it. Good
All
job.
right.
Let's get that other one. That's a big girl. That's a big girl.
Good job twisting it.
Good one. Let me get this one.
My hand.
I know you're gonna clean your hands. Don't put them in your face though. Don't put them in your mouth,
You
right?
got a problem with our hand.
Here. Wipe them on daddy's shirt. There you go. Clean them off. Alright. So we started gardening here without being ready at all. But one thing I found out as we finished, and right here in a good spot, you don't have to be ready. Just start planting. Let me get these. Start planting, and as you plant, your lifestyle will change, and you'll start to see. That's where the experience comes. These hot, okay? Don't touch these. Hot, hot.
Spicy, spicy.
The experience comes in trying, not as much as in doing.
You missed one of them.
I cut a little bit. Don't have nothing there.
I think you missed the other one. You leaving
I'm
that?
gonna leave that one till
Okay.
it turns red. The experience comes in trying and failing. Take courage in the failure of growing food. I started growing food over a decade now. My son is 12. I remember my son was first born. I actually had my first house when I started growing personally, and now I still find some things as I move into new things that are actually challenging. Now I don't. Tomatoes aren't a challenge. Cucumbers aren't a real challenge. So now as we start to move into growing different things that I've never grown before, that's where once again I become the beginner gardener. So I would like you to know that everybody has been a beginner gardener. There's no person on this earth that hasn't started as a beginner gardener. So if that gives you any consolation of where your life can be in 10 years, then you can look at us, you can look at me, and know that still being a younger person, I haven't been doing it 50 years like some people have, but at the same time, I haven't been doing it their way. I haven't been doing it the book's way. I've been doing it my way, I think, and that should give you even more motivation that is no right or wrong way to garden. You should just do it your way. And if you can walk outside in one day and bring in, I would say, easily 10 pounds of food, and just having fun out in the garden, not doing much. I got to come out here and do a little bit of weeding, but the way we actually did our foundation, we did all the work on the front side, so where now we don't do much weeding and all that because we really don't have the weeds. So now our most important thing is keeping the weeds out, keeping them down so they won't grow up on us. So do it the way you want to do it most of all, but just go out and do it. So thank you for watching the Grow Family Network. I know I rambled on and on and on, but grow, grow, grow. It was worth it. Peace.